Welcome to Seneca Indians Baseball, live on KNEO.org. This broadcast is a sporting outreach of the KNEO Sports Network. You're now locked into the official pregame show of the Seneca Indians. Now, let's go to Ben Walcott, live on location.
And a pleasant, good Tuesday afternoon, and we welcome you here to a very windy Seneca, Missouri. We get set for high school baseball here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network, as it is, I don't know, I do have this plugged in, but the wind is affecting everything, so we'll have to see what we can hear this afternoon, but a pleasant, good Tuesday afternoon. I'm Ben Walcott, joined by Coach Darryl Harbaugh. Countdown to first pitch brought to People's Bank of Seneca and Prater's Pharmacy, and there's going to be a lot of that here this afternoon, as it's a very windy day here from Seneca.
I'm pretty sure there's a hurricane came up from the Gulf or something, Ben, and because we're gusting up to 40. I guarantee it's 40, 45 miles an hour. It is windy today.
As Seneca and Nevada get set for action here this afternoon, Darryl, Seneca coming off of a disheartening loss, I guess is the best way of saying it, yesterday afternoon, losing to Galena, Kansas 7-5. Another one of those games that they had a 5-2 lead and probably one they felt like they should have won.
Well, here you go. We talk about it all the time. Walks and errors can cost you, and that's what set that up. And we didn't have, it's not that Caden Johnson pitched bad. I mean, there's stretches he struggled a little bit. We didn't give him any run support. I mean, I guess we got 5 runs in, but, there through the last innings, we couldn't get anything in. We couldn't hit, just nothing but pop-ups. We didn't do much. We didn't hardly threat at all. And Galena made some plays out in the outfield. And that's a recipe for a loss. You don't make plays, and when you have the opportunity, you've got to make the plays.
And this Seneca team comes into today's contest at 11-6 overall, 1-1 in the Big 8 West. Nevada 13-2 overall, 2-0 in the Big 8 West. And you have to think this Nevada team, with a win today, they control their own destiny when it comes to winning the Big 8 West, because they would have wins over both Seneca and Monette, the other top 2 teams in not the district, but in the Big 8 West.
Yeah, we knew if Seneca was going to make some noise, they would have to beat Monette, and they'd have to beat Nevada. That was the 2. And I'm not saying Mack County is not playing bad or anything, and I'm just saying they're not quite. I think they lost a little bit last year. They're not quite as good, and not mean they're not playing solid or anything, but we do know coming in it was going to be, once again, Monette and Nevada.
Go ahead, take our first time out of the afternoon. Come back with more after this on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is better health, better you.
A new era in local sports begins. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is where you'll find all of your local sports information. Join Sports Director Michael Imami and reporters Chaz Wright and Tashina Coleman every night. We cover Little League, high school athletics, Missouri Southern, and Pittsburgh State, along with countless community colleges in the 4 states. We cover it all. So whether you're a Chiefs, Cardinals, Eagles, or Wildcats fan, you won't want to miss the Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report.
There's no denying that watching a church service while you're sitting on the couch, in your sweats, with a cup of coffee is pretty nice. As comfortable as that can be, though, it's just not the same as attending church in person with other followers of Jesus Christ.
The Christian fellowship is not optional, it's essential. It's commanded.
Billy Graham.
We are not to forsake the assembling of ourselves together. The Bible teaches that the church is like a vine with its many branches, members of the body of Christ all knit together. The church is to worship together. God has commanded it, and I want to tell you, you cannot live a victorious Christian life and have the peace and the joy in your heart without faithfulness in the church.
Want to know more about the importance of worshiping with others in person? Go to findpeacewithgod.net. Click on Grow in Your Christian Faith. That's findpeacewithgod.net from the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
And we welcome you back. Seneca just finished their infield. Nevada will get their infield in, and then we'll have coaches meeting, and we'll see if there's lineups and an anthem or if they just go straight into it. But Daryl, this Seneca team has been skidding here as of late. They've lost 2 in a row, and really, you and I were talking before the game, before the broadcast started. They really haven't played that well in about 2 weeks.
It's just they have not played solid defense. I mean, we're talking out there in the field, and we're also talking at bats. I know they had a big game at Cassville where they hit everything. I don't know if it all came out in one inning or one game, I should say. But, no, they haven't had here lately. They've been struggling at the plate. They've been struggling a few times out in the field, and it's cost them. And they've been struggling on the mound some.
Yeah.
It's just little things that just contributed to everything to not having a good game. And I know Coach Eustace frustrated. The coaches are, the players are. I know they want to change it.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it, it really started in that Monette game. You know, they felt like they lost it more than Monette won it. I think there were 6 errors in the game. You could have said there was maybe 7 or 8, depending on how you felt like scoring the game. Cassville went well, but they still had some errors there. And then Grove, Oklahoma, you were there. There was no broadcast that night, but you know, the wheels kind of came undone there for them a little bit.
Yeah, we did not hit the ball well. All we hit was pop-ups. I don't know if we went to pop-up school, but we hit the bottom of the baseball. I don't know how many outs. I guarantee you at least 1, 2, maybe every inning just popped straight up. It's like we just weren't hitting the ball solid at all.
And then last night, 7-5 loss, and you think about it, you have a 5-2 lead, 3 errors, 5 or 6 walks in the game. You know, that's not a recipe to win.
No, it's not, and especially when you're not hitting the baseball. You can't counteract that. I mean, Caden Johnson, not that he pitched all that bad. We just didn't get any run support when he could. We just didn't hit the ball well.
So we'll go ahead, take a timeout, and come back with more after this on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is newmac.com or 417-451-1515. Newmac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District, tradition, pride, class.
Hi, this is Jamie Langford with Langford Insurance at 910 Washington Avenue in Seneca, Missouri. My wife Terry and I are proud to serve our local area, and we're also proud to support the Seneca High School Pride Marching Band. Langford Insurance specializes in life, agribusiness, commercial, and personal insurance needs. Please stop by and see us at our office or call us at 417-776-LIFE or visit us at www.midaminsurance.com.
Well, I said we were getting ready to go back on, and then a big wind gust happened, but that's going to happen all afternoon.
All day long, all night. It ain't letting up today, that's for sure.
And you know, you can try and talk sometimes, but there isn't a point always. So,
No.
you know, you just kind of have to let those wind gusts go through at points. And but Darryl, this Nevada team, 13-2 overall. They are always a very good team.
Always well coached. Nevada is a baseball school. They've been known throughout the years as a good baseball school. If you want to make that team, you got to be able to play baseball. And they're well coached, and they're very disciplined, and they play the game right.
Should be a good one here between these two teams. If you're Seneca, you're looking to come away with a victory, obviously, and try and snap that losing streak.
Yeah, I mean, the coaches are frustrated. The kids are frustrated. They just 2 games in a row, they just haven't put a good game back-to-back, defensively or at the plate. So I know they're desperate to change that.
Yeah, and I mean, just trying to get things going here for this Seneca team. And, it's a very important week here for the Indians as they try and, a big game here today. And then, weather permitting, they have a big game on Thursday at home against Mount Vernon, and that game has district implications.
Yeah, you want to be one of the top 2 teams, in the district, have a bye that week. I think there's 6 teams in the district. You've got to be able to beat Mount Vernon. I mean, they've lost a kind of a heartbreaker to Monette. You've got to be able to beat Mount Vernon and try to be one of the top 2 teams.
Should be a fun one here between these 2 teams as we get things rolling here, as Nevada just trying to finish their infield here quickly, and then we'll have our meetings and get things underway, and it should be a fun one here. We mentioned the wind, and the wind is going to be a huge factor in today's contest.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. I mean, the ball gets up in the air. The outfielders are going to have to play deeper, and that's going to allow for more balls to drop just behind the infield. And there's another one. You pop up straight up, and this wind right here that's going to drift toward the outfield. It's going to make it tough for the infielders to stay with that ball, especially a towering shot.
Should be a good one here, but you mentioned more the infielders will probably have issues than the outfielders here today.
Well, the outfield, they know the wind's coming. They practiced in the wind. They've hit the shots out. They hit the balls out there in practice. They kind of know how to play the wind a little bit. The infielders, you don't practice pop-ups that's just barely going to land out there in the grass. You really don't practice that much. And you get a pop-up now with that wind gusting. they're going to be running all over to try to stay with it.
And you notice
it's going to be tough.
Yeah, I mean, you think about that game against Aurora, the wind wasn't blowing nearly as much as it is right now, but that game, the wind was blowing a lot, and it took, there was definitely some adventures out there for the players.
Well, I can't remember the team we were playing here first when we was sitting out here in the wind, but, the second baseman, we had two drops. We had 2 drops on the second baseman. You want this? By the second baseman, I think of one by shortstop. They were trying to run around, stay with the ball, and they're just not used to it. Not like the outfielders. The outfielders are kind of used to it. They practiced a little bit. It's still going to be difficult because it's going to travel a little bit further than normal. You get it up in here in this jet stream, yeah, it can travel about 30 yards further than normal.
We'll go ahead and take a timeout. Come back with your countdown to the starting lineup. So your countdown to first pitch sponsors, People's Bank of Seneca and Prater's Pharmacy here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
The Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce is an organization that exists to make Southwest Missouri a better place to live. That is why they are proud supporters of high school athletics. They understand that the life lessons learned from sporting competition teaches responsibility and discipline and makes our student athletes better citizens for tomorrow. Learn more about local area events online at neoshocc.com. Proud supporters of local school athletics.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
A proud backer of the Seneca Indians is Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca. Located at 1101 Cherokee, they are honored to serve the area with traditional service options including church and graveside services. They also have prearranged funeral plans. For more information, the phone number for Funeral Director Mike Steele at Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca is 417-776-2251 or online campbell-biddlecomefh.com.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is Better Health, Better You.
And there's the wind gusts again.
And the headset before.
Get you your starting lineups here, brought to you by Prairie Top Chiropractic and Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. First, the visitors from Nevada. Number 1, the shortstop, Drake Ketterman. Batting second and playing second base, number 3, Barrett Nadarata. Batting third and doing the pitching, number 8, Caden Klump. The cleanup hitter is the catcher, number 6, Kellen Braden. Batting, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is batting fifth, number 16, Callan Ost. Batting sixth and playing first base, number 4, Jet Snyder. Batting seventh is the designated hitter, number 26, Brooke Woods. Batting eighth and playing left field, number 11, Graham Walker. And batting ninth and playing center field, number 7, Riddick Shook. The extra player is the third baseman, number 20, Hunter Seaver? I can't read my own handwriting. Now the starting lineup for the Seneca Indians.
I can't read it either, Ben.
Leading off is the shortstop, number 13, Jagger Wilson. Batting second and playing center field, number 18, Drew Sherwood. Batting third and doing the catching, number 0, Cade Johnson. The cleanup hitter is the first baseman, 21, Hagen Ginger. Batting fifth and doing the pitching, Grant Houchin. Batting sixth and playing left field, number 33, Caden Klaus. Batting seventh is the designated hitter, Dane Frossard. Batting eighth and playing third base, number 16, Colton Curtis. Batting ninth and playing second base, number 3, Brant Laughlin. And the extra player is the right fielder, number 20, Lane Scribner. As we get set for action, Drake Ketterman gets ready to step into the box here for Nevada, as it's 80 degrees here at first pitch. First pitch at 4:26 p.m., so a little bit earlier of a start time, and he takes a called strike. So the count is 0-1. So here comes the 0-1, and that pitch is inside. And so the count now 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 the count here on the leadoff hitter, Drake Ketterman. 1-1 breaking ball stays high, and the count now 2-1. He got ahead of him 0-1, but has thrown 2 balls. And Darryl, that was a big thing yesterday, was trying to stay ahead of hitters as that pitch is spoiled foul. So the count is now 2-2. But you notice Johnson struggled a little bit yesterday when he wasn't ahead of hitters.
That's the ticket. You got to get ahead, make the batter have to bat defensively.
So here comes the 2-2 breaking ball, hit on a couple hops to Wilson at short, throws over, and it's a good thing Hagen Ginger is tall, as there's 1 out.
I must be seeing things, as I thought I saw that ball in his glove like something broken. It's almost come out.
As Barrett Nadarada comes to the plate here for Nevada.
Hagen's who that is.
As here comes the first pitch. Breaking ball is inside, and the count is 1-0. New Mac Electric, Brader's Pharmacy, Prolu Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Seneca True Value, all sponsoring the broadcast. 1-0 is in there for a strike. Counts 1-1. Big game here between these two teams, not only Big 8-wise, but you could be potentially, as the 1-1 is in there for strike, count 1-2. Seneca Class 4 District 11, Nevada Class 4 District 12. So you could be potentially seeing a sectional matchup as well. But obviously both teams need to win their district, as swinging and missing at it is Nadarada, and there's 2 down. As Caden Klump will come to the plate, and he'll try and help his own cause. So 2 outs here. As here comes the first pitch. But as the first pitch is in there for a strike, and Houchin looks like, you usually can tell pretty early on, and he looks on today.
He looks on. I mean, he's always a pretty steady pitcher. He's always around the plate.
It's the 0-1 is low and outside. It's count 1-1. You have Caden Klaus in left, Drew Sherwood in center, and in right field is Lane Scribner. You have Colton Curtis at third, Jagger Wilson at short, Brant Laughlin at second, Hagen Ginger at first. As that one's fouled off Caden's masks. Counts 1-2 as Johnson is catching Houchin here this afternoon.
You notice Sherwood in center and Klaus in left. They're just a little further back than normal.
It's the 1-2 breaking ball. He stays alive as he gets just a piece. So the count will remain 1 ball and 2 strikes.
That's another thing. You're throwing that breaking ball into the wind, so it's going to catch more air and break just a little bit more than normal.
As here comes another 1-2 to Klump, and that fastball is low. And the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count here on Klump.
Playing him to pull. Second baseman's
breaking ball popped in the air, and this is one of those ones that can be an adventure. Johnson did not see it. It goes foul.
There you go.
And that was the smart decision. It started off about 5 feet foul, bounced fair, and then bounced foul again.
Well, you seen where Hagan started charging it. He started charging it like 10 feet inside the line. Then all of a sudden, after the ball gets up in the air and hesitates and spins, now the wind takes over and blew it 5 feet fair. And like you said, bounced foul and they touched it.
The 2-2 breaking ball is hit in the air to left center field and deep. Sherwood going to keep drifting, and it's going to go up against the fence. It will be a double, and that's just one. Sherwood looked like he had a beat on it, and the wind just carried it out there towards the fence.
Well, you noticed him looked like he was just striding right with it. It looked like he was awful comfortable just about getting to that ball, and then all of a sudden that ball travels another 15 feet. And that's what this wind will do.
Kellen Broden comes to the plate here for Nevada. As Johnson going to call time, and they may be going over signs here. Try and figure out what they want to do with the runner at second base.
Yeah, just making sure that, they're saying location or something like that, or opposite or in, or second sign indicator, something like that.
Big hole in right field. Thanks to Laughlin trying to hold him on as that pitch is spoiled foul out of play. And the count's 0-1. Go ahead.
Well, it's just like not being able to play that short in the infield fly ball. Catch it. Now you allow another pitch, he's got a chance to hit a doubles, which he did.
So the 0-1 pitch is outside. They have the runner, and Curtis can't field it, as it was short hopped on the wild pitch. They had the runner dead to rights, but a short hop by Johnson, and Curtis can't field it, and a runner's at third. 1-1 the count. Now on Broden. And I will be doing my best to pay attention to try and move the camera back when it moves on us. That breaking ball's in there for strikes. The count's 1-2.
Yeah, we got the wind blowing the camera all around. It keeps wanting to go to right field, doesn't it, man?
So 1-2 the count here. So here comes the 1-2, and that fastball is spoiled foul out of play. And the count remains 1-2. And not only does that runner get to third base, it's extra pitches for Houchin as well, because he would have been done with the inning at least 5 pitches earlier.
Yeah, absolutely. You're running up his pitch count by making errors.
So the 1-2 is in there for a called strike 3, and that will end the inning. For Nevada, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. They strand 1. We're through a half inning. It's Nevada nothing. Seneca coming up here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
At First Community Bank, we understand the importance of choice. That's why we offer our Community Choice checking account with you in mind. Say goodbye to monthly service fees and hello to free money with rewards and interest payments. Open a Community Choice checking account with First Community Bank and earn up to $100 in rewards. Make the right choice today. Visit firstcommunity.net. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC. See bank for complete details.
And we welcome you back. Yes, Seneca will have Jagger Wilson leading things off. It will be Wilson, Sherwood, and Johnson, the first 3 up. Then Ginger, Houchin, and Klaus. And then Frossert, Curtis, and Laughlin working against Caden Klump. So here comes the first pitch to Jagger Wilson. That first pitch is inside for a ball. So counts 1-0. Started off the game with a triple yesterday. He struck out his second time up, but he scored both times. Really, it was he swings and misses, kind of half-hearted swing there. Really, the first and the third inning, Seneca did all their damage, and then the Galena pitcher kind of settled things down as that breaking ball is low and outside. So counts 2-1. That Galena pitcher settled in, and I don't know how many in a row he retired there at the end, but he didn't allow a lot of base runners.
And if we did hit it, they made plays out in the field.
So that pitch inside, and the count now moves to 3 balls and 1 strike. Wilson will be looking for his pitch here. So here comes the 3-1, and that's inside for ball 4. So a leadoff walk here for Seneca as Drew Sherwood will come to the plate, and you may see Drew take a pitch or two to try and let Jagger take second, or you also could potentially see some hit and run counts as well because Drew's very good at getting his bat on the ball. As the first pitch is high for a ball, so counts 1-0. Difference early on, and there are only 2 batters in, but Houchin got ahead of all 4 hitters he faced. So far, Klump has not gotten ahead of either of the 2 he's faced.
No, we need to.
That pitch hits the outside corner, and the count's 1-1.
You got to use that to your advantage. Be patient at the plate. Make him throw strikes. Make sure he has to be able to come to you if he's struggling.
If the wind wasn't so bad, it'd be a gorgeous day for baseball.
Mm-hmm.
So they throw back behind Wilson, who's safe. The count remains 1 ball and 1 strike. Wasn't a huge lead at first by Wilson, as 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, as looked like he missed the fastball outside, and the count now 1-2. Seneca is supposed to be at home on Thursday. That happens. 4:10 airtime, 4:30 first pitch. So that pitch is inside, maybe low. And the count 2-2. Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, and Marine Center Incorporated, all sponsoring the broadcast. 2-2 the count here on Drew Sherwood. Wilson at first. He's got a little bigger lead, and they haven't picked off. It's a 1-3 put off, caught stealing. Picked off, whatever you want to call it.
They got him leaning.
Yeah. He took 1 too many steps the opposite way, and now 1 out, and the count's still 2-2 on Drew Sherwood. So that pitch sails outside, and the count's full at 3-2. Those are the, I don't want to say rally killers first thing in the ball game, but those hurt. That pitch is hit out in the air to center field. Center fielder looked like it was going right at him, but then he had to jump at the last second. I think the wind may have affected it, but there's 2 outs.
Yeah, he was tagged hard, and it was tagged right at him, and he thought he was just going to stand there and catch it. Then all of a sudden he had to jump to catch it. Just product of the wind pushing it a little bit further than normal.
So here comes the first pitch to Johnson, and that is outside for a ball, so the count is 1-0. Langford Insurance, Dairy Queen of Seneca, and First Community Bank all sponsoring the broadcast. So that 1-0 hits the inside corner. Counts 1-1. Also want to thank People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministry, Seneca School District, SGA Unlimited. Breaking balls low, and the count's 2-1. I don't think Klump has been ahead of any one of these hitters. Closest he got was 2-2 to Drew Sherwood. So here comes the 2-1, and that pitch is popped up in the air. This could be an adventure for the second baseman who is able to finally grab it for the final out. Nothing for Seneca here in the first through 1. No score here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
First Community Bank offers reliable, cost-effective merchant services to help your business thrive. We have options tailored just for you and your business, including accepting all major credit card brands, plus contactless payments like Tap to Pay and Pay by Phone. Don't miss out on growing your business. Contact First Community Bank today and unlock a world of payment possibilities. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC.
Marine Center Incorporated is a sponsor of Seneca Athletics. In business since 1979, they offer Mercury and Suzuki motors, along with low boats as well as boat repairs. Located at 4961 Highway 43 in Joplin, Missouri, open Monday through Friday 9 to 5, Saturday 9 to 12, and closed on Sunday. For more information, the phone number is 417-781-7450 or online at marinecenterjoplin.com. The Marine Center Incorporated, where the slogan is, your family boating headquarters.
And we welcome you back as it will be 5-6-7 for Nevada here in the second. Kellen Ost will come to the plate. Ost, Snyder, and Woods. Anybody who reaches Graham Walker will come up. So here comes the first pitch to Austin. He fouls that. Somehow that avoided all the vehicles. I thought it might hit one on a hop, and somehow everybody was blessed enough to miss it.
You would think you could just spit out there and hit a vehicle, but
so that pitch hits the top of the zone, and the count is 0-2. 2 strikeouts in the first inning for Houchin, so he is feeling it here in the early going.
Man, already ahead here.
The 0-2 pitch is hit on a couple hops. Wilson having to charge, throws to first in time. He's made a couple good plays there, and there's one out in the inning. Second time he's had to field a ball.
Good high hopper that time that you have to charge if you're going to make the play.
Jet Snyder comes to the plate here for Nevada. You know, I don't think I gave what Nevada looked like in the field, so we'll try and do that in the bottom of the second. So that breaking ball hits the outside corner, and the count's 0-1, and Houchin is doing an excellent job getting ahead of these Nevada hitters. So here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed, and the count's 0-2. And through 5 hitters, he seems like he is on today.
He likes to battle up there on the mound.
0-2 breaking ball is swung on and missed, but a wild pitch allows Snyder to reach without a throw. Swung at the breaking ball, but it was too much in the dirt, and Johnson couldn't block it. And so Snyder reaches.
I wondered if it hit the edge of the plate and kicked right over the top of Caden Johnson.
So a 1-out base runner as Blake Woods comes to the plate. That's the 3rd strikeout for Houchin, but he's had to deal with a runner on in every inning now. I mean, we've only played 2, but still. That first one's popped foul, and Daryl, we were about 20 feet to the right. We could have made a play.
I was thinking about diving off this press box here, but we're sitting on the press box. Maybe next week we'll be sitting in it.
Well, we'll be home Thursday, and then we have a week before another home game against Mack County.
Yeah.
So that pitch is popped in the air, foul. It's going to stay in play, but Johnson can't get there. Excellent effort by him, but can't quite get there, and the count 0-2.
Reminds me of last year, the pop-up that Cade Johnson and Hagan Jr. went after.
In Nevada, yeah.
And in Nevada and collided. It was a huge hit.
And Johnson had to come out of catching, and Ginger came out of the game as well. So I think Ginger was a little more hesitant to go after that one. He may have had remnants of last year stuck in his head as the ball gets by Johnson, so the runner will take second. You could call that a pass ball. I think I would call that a pass ball more than a wild pitch because I think Johnson should have had it.
Yeah, you got to use your whole body to block it, and somehow he just missed it.
It counts 1-2 on Woods. Runner at second now on a wild pitch and a pass ball. So 1-2 breaking ball hits the outside corner for strike 3. 4th strikeout of the afternoon. are ready for Houchin as Graham Walker comes to the plate. So
Should have been the third out this inning too, man.
Yeah. Here comes the first pitch to Walker, and that breaking ball is in there for a strike, and he's got good control of all his pitches here this afternoon, it looks like. Sponsors here this afternoon: Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Prairie Top Chiropractic, and Lost Creek Wireless. So here comes the 0-1. Long look by Houchin at second. Here comes the 0-1. Swings and misses, and the count's 0-2. You know, I would almost tell Laughlin, if I was a coach, which I'm not, to don't worry about the runner at second and go back to your base, because you got a gaping hole on that right side.
Well, the thing about it is, if you go back and nobody's covering, he's going to be out there at shortstop, and he's just going to take third. So you got to kind of get something right here, and then but Brand's got to get back.
That pitch is spoiled foul, an emergency hack for Walker. Count stays 0-2. 4-State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau agent Josh Dotson, the Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, all sponsoring the broadcast.
Doesn't look like Houchin's throwing too many pitches away, not off the plate and stuff. He's around the plate close on these 0-2 pitches.
So here comes another 0-2 from Houchin. Not breaking, well, that was a fastball. Lost control of it, and ducking out of the way is Walker. Count 1-2. Reminds me of yesterday. Johnson threw one inside, hit the kid's bat, that ducked, and it went in fair territory.
Right back to Johnson. Then he threw it over the head, Hagen's head.
He threw it like a football as the 1-2 breaking ball stays outside. Count 2-2. So Walker has worked it from 0-2 to 3-2. If you're Houchin, you want to start the third with Riddick Shook, the number 9 hitter. Don't want to clear the bottom of the lineup. 2-2 is in there for a called strike 3. And that will end the inning. For Nevada, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. We're through 1.5. No score on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
A sponsor of community broadcasting on KNEO, Southwest Missouri Bank in Neosho, serving the Neosho area from 2 locations. They offer personal banking services, including checking and savings accounts, home loans, and online banking. Learn more online at smbonline.com. Southwest Missouri Bank, an equal housing lender. Member FDIC, where their slogan is
Southwest Missouri Bank, we can do that.
Seneca True Value is an authorized dealer of Hustler lawnmowers and is a proud supporter of the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network. Seneca True Value offers tools, equipment, and products for professional contractors and do-it-yourselfers. They are open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday. Located at 404 Cherokee Avenue in Seneca. For more information, their phone number is 417-776-6000. Go Indians!
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Hagen Ginger to lead things off here for Seneca. Hits the first one foul and now takes a called strike. So he's going to have to battle here with an 0-2 count on him. As here comes the 0-2. That hits the outside corner for strike 3. So 1 out. Ginger, Houchin, and Klaus are the 3 due up. And then if anybody can reach, Dane Frossard comes to the plate. Seneca had 1 base runner in the first, Jagger Wilson, but he was picked off. As Seneca...
Well, he got there on a walk.
Yeah. Houchin swings through the first pitch, so the count's 0-1. As that's the only base runner that Klump has given up, but he wasn't ahead of any of the hitters. As Houchin swings and misses, the count's 0-2. So he started off the second much better than the first.
That's 5 straight, isn't it?
Yes, and he was not ahead of any of the Seneca hitters in the first, and he's gotten ahead of both hitters here in the second. So that pitch is popped in the air, and that's going to be trouble for the first baseman. That the first baseman able to grab it for out number 2 as Caden Klaus comes to the plate. 2 up and 2 down quickly. Graham Walker in left field, and center field Riddick Shook, in right field Kellen Ost for Nevada. Left to right in the infield, Hunter Sewer at third. At shortstop, Drake Ketterman. At second is Barrett Nadarada. At first base is Jet Snyder, with a battery of Kellen Braden catching Caden Klump here this afternoon as Klaus takes a called strikes. The count's 0-1. A 1 pitch is fouled straight back, and the count's 0-2. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on Twitter, KNEO917 Sports.
I don't think he's thrown a ball this inning.
He has not. And that is just outside.
Yeah.
Counts 1-2. That was going to be an immaculate inning, 9 pitches and 9 strikes if they had called it, but
it was a little too far outside.
The 1-2 breaking ball just gets a piece. That's going to be trouble, and Klaus is going to have himself an infield single. An emergency half swing, and Caden Klaus gets the first hit for the Indians.
Well, you hit the baseball and put it in play. Sometimes good things happen.
As Dane Frosser will come to the plate, the designated hitter. The wind is theoretically supposed to die down as the game goes along. We'll see how much it agrees with that. As Frosser takes a ball high.
I don't know about your theory yet, Ben, but I hope you're correct.
I hope I'm correct, too. Well, it's more I hope the weathermen are correct. So that hits the outside corner, so counts 1-1. Everyone at the Neosho Daily News wish the Seneca Indians good luck. Let's go get that win. 1-1 the count here on Frosser. So here comes the 1-1. Then he fouls that one off the screen. Count moves to 1-2. As Darryl almost falls over with that wind gust. I guarantee you can hear it in our microphones too.
Yeah, it's gusting 40, 45 miles an hour easy, maybe 50 at times.
1-2 the count here on Frosser. As Klump and Frosser has the ball dropped, but they tag him out for the final out. That's the second strikeout for Klump, for Seneca. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, strand 1 through 2. No score here on the KNEO Seneca Indian Sports Network.
The Oxford Dictionary defines mercy as compassion or forgiveness shown towards someone who should rightfully be punished. Billy Graham talked about the mercy that freed him from a punishment he deserved.
I deserve the wrath of God. I'm a sinner. I deserve judgment in hell. But I'm not going to spend one day in hell. Not because I have preached to people or because I've read the Bible or because I go to church.
But if it's not good works that spare us from punishment, what does?
Jesus was enduring the wrath of God that you and I deserve. It's because of Jesus on the cross.
Now, it's up to you to accept the mercy that Jesus Christ offers. He's alive today, and you can know him personally, and we can help. Call us at 855-255-PRAY. 855-255-PRAY. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
Riddick Shook to lead off the top of the third, not bottom of the third, top of the third. 9-1-2 here for Nevada in the third. He takes a called strike, and then that pitch is a ball. So counts 1-1.
Not a whole lot you can say now, is there?
That pitch is, yeah, I mean.
In this wind, there ain't a whole lot to say sometimes.
That pitch is swung on and missed. Counts 1-2. That's the one nice thing about video is you can kind of let the picture show everything as that pitch is spoiled foul. It's count 1-2. Shook, Ketterman, and Natarata are the three due up for Nevada here in the third. Houchin has allowed 2 base runners. As that pitch, see if they're going to check, and he did not go. And so the count now 2-2. One double and then a strike with a wild pitch, strikeout with a wild pitch. That pitch is low. Counts 3-2, and Houchin kind of looking like where'd that pitch miss. His hat fell off as well, but he was kind of looking around like where did that pitch miss?
Missed at a good spot, I know that.
So here comes the full count offering, and that's high for ball 4. First walk of the game, but Houchin has had a base runner in every inning, as Drake Ketterman will come to the plate for Nevada. The Northwest Arkansas Naturals are at home at Arvest Ballpark tonight through Sunday, April 21st versus the Midland Rockhounds. For ticket information, nwanaturals.com, a proud supporter of high school baseball on KNEO. So here comes the first pitch to Ketterman. Takes a pitch low, maybe outside as well. It counts 1-0. Ketterman grounded to Wilson at shortstop his first time up. Notice they had Sherwood back up a couple steps, and I think Klaus did as well too. So here comes the 1-0. Breaking ball is nubbed foul towards the Nevada dugout. Count 1-1, excuse me. Getting ahead of myself. You're wishing it was 1-2, but it's 1-1. Houchin takes a look over at first. Here comes the 1-1. Not a big lead by Shook. 1-1 pitch is going to be foul. And that one in the air, I mean, Curtis.
Looked like it moved 20 feet, didn't it?
And they count now 1-2. Those ones you're almost just, because almost all of them, even if they, well, it's past the third base bag, so those would, if they land in fair territory, would be fair. But
that's one of those ones you have to run to where it's going to be, and you know, and like I said, they don't have a clue sometimes in this wind.
1-2 breaking ball is poked down the left field line. Klaus comes in and is able to grab it. Nice job there by Klaus.
Yeah, it's a tough play out there in the outfield today.
Klaus lost his hat. Wilson lost his hat. Wilson also lost his card. I don't think they realized his card, and now...
Oh, he does. He
does, but Drew Sherwood didn't, and now Sherwood gonna go grab it.
Yeah, that's where Caden Johnson, he's a quarterback back there. He's got to make sure everybody's in good spot where they're supposed to be.
So one out here as Barrett Natarata comes to the plate. He struck out swinging his first time up. Talk about an adventure sometimes out there in the outfield. That pitch is hit through the left side for a single. So runners will be out first and second, but that was more the fly ball. The Ketterman was more of a line shot. It didn't really have a chance to kind of move around on Caden Klaus.
No, and then Caden's playing back so far just because of the wind. Made him long run in there to get it, and he stayed with it. It's a good catch.
Caden Klump comes to the plate. He doubled to the left center field wall his first time up, and that was after foul ball. As that pitch is hit to Laughlin at second. He's going to tag second for one. Throw to first in time. It's a 4-3 double play. Laughlin took it himself, and he ends the inning. for Nevada. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. They strand 1 through 2.5. No score here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
Singing is my career and my calling, but I'm also a mother of 4.
And as entrepreneurs, we weigh the cost of every decision.
Medical bills are no longer a worry for our family, so I can focus on my calling.
And our family.
Joining Christian Healthcare Ministries was one of the best decisions we ever made. We're the Blair family, and this is our CHM story.
Choose your doctor without network restrictions, all at an affordable price. Enroll anytime at chministries.org/enroll.
Colton Curtis leading off the bottom of the third for Seneca. Takes a called strike and then swings through that one. So the count 0-2. 8-9-1 here for Seneca. As here comes the 0-2 to Curtis. Swings and misses at the high heat, and that's the first out. Third strikeout of the afternoon for Klump. As Brant Laughlin will come to the plate. Seneca had a walk in the first that was picked off, and then an infield single by Caden Klaus, and that's all she's wrote so far. So that pitch is outside. So counts 1-0. Newmac Electric, Freighters Pharmacy, Prolube Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Seneca True Value, all sponsoring the broadcast as Laughlin hits that one foul. Count 1-1. Late swing there by Laughlin. You noticed a lot of late swings for this Seneca team one time through the order. That pitch hits the inside corner, and the count is 1-2. Gets just a piece of that 1-2 to stay alive.
Good swing there. Just fight it off. Stay alive.
1-2 the count here on Laughlin. Comes the 1-2. That's low on the count, 2-2. Never mentioned the dimensions here, but always worth saying. This is one of the bigger ballparks in the 4-state area.
Yep.
330 down the field's 400 to dead center. So here comes the 2-2. He's able to stay alive. Almost hit the umpire on the ricochet.
Well, he just, like I said, he's just throwing the bat out there, putting the bat on the ball, just trying to stay alive where he can get one he can hit.
2-2 count here on Laughlin. This is the 7th pitch of that bat, and he swings and misses for strike 3. That is 3 straight strikeouts over 2 innings, 4 for the game for Klump. Now we get back to the top of the order, and Jagger Wilson. Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, and Marine Center Incorporated sponsoring the broadcast. Jagger walked, but then was picked off in the first. Breaking ball is in the dirt. It counts 1-0. I think they know about Jagger because that pitch is hit to the right side. First baseman boots it, gets it back in, is not able to complete the play, so it's an E3. Drew Sherwood will come to the plates.
I think somebody's lineup card is stuck on the fence.
Yeah.
I'm not sure they can get it down.
Drew Sherwood flew out to center field his first time up. Yeah, it looks like it might be a program.
That could be.
From yesterday. as Sherwood takes a pitch high. Counts 1-0. And it is yesterday's program.
And it keeps crawling up.
So the count's 1-0. It crawled down and then it went back up.
And the wind swirling around.
So 1-0 hits the outside corner and the count's 1-1. Langford Insurance, Dairy Queen of Seneca, and First Community Bank all sponsoring the broadcast. 1-1 the counts. Breaking ball is spoiled foul. Wilson had second. Not sure if it was a hit and run or just a straight steal.
Yeah, I think that was pure hit and run.
And the count now 1-2 on Sherwood. Nevada has definitely had the more base runners and more chances. Seneca has not had a guy get to second yet as Klump steps off. Nevada's had runners at third and at second. Seneca's been able to strand them.
I know Jagger's mad because he got picked off.
The ball gets by the catcher, so the wild pitch will allow Wilson to get to second. So now a base hit could potentially bring in the game's first run. This counts 2-2 on Sherwood.
Drew hit it good last time, just straight at center fielder, line drive. Let's see if he can put one in play.
2-2 is hit down the third base line. Nice play by the third baseman. Long throw, and he's able to stay on the bag for the putout. For Seneca, no runs, no hits. There was an error, and they strand one. Through three, no score here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is, better health, better you.
4-5-6 due up for Nevada here in the fourth. Broden, Austin, Snyder, anybody who reaches. Woods would come to the plates as we have gone through 3 innings in about 35 minutes.
3 up, 3 down goes pretty quick.
That first pitch popped up in the air. Ginger gonna call for it and grab it. Looked like he was fighting the sun. The ironic thing is he's got sunglasses on his hat, but he's not wearing them.
Oh, well, see, that you have to do that to be cool, Ben. You know, you can't be cool if you don't have sunglasses on top of your hat.
Well, on a day like today, you would think you would wear them because everybody else in the infield has theirs on.
Well, it's who knows? It's Hagen.
It's Ost. Takes a pitch high. The count's 1-0. He's 0 for 1 on the afternoon. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministry, Seneca School District, SGA Unlimited, all sponsoring the broadcast. As that pitch is in there for strikes. Counts 1-1. Nevada 2 hits on the afternoon, stranded 3. Seneca so far 1 hit and have stranded 2. So it's been a pitcher's duel here this afternoon. As here comes the 1-1, and that breaking ball is low and outside. As the count's 2-1. Five strikeouts for Houchin so far today. As that pitch is in there for a strike, and the count's 2-2.
They're planning on him to pull because they've got Randall Laughlin playing really close to second base.
So here comes the 2-2, and that's fouled. If that screen wasn't there, think I would have had a play.
Yeah, you'd have caught him in.
Count remains 2-2.
We wouldn't have counted him out. So.
6 strikeouts for Houchin, or 5 strikeouts for Houchin, 4 for Ost. That one is popped into the screen, so the count remains 2-2. So this has been as good as advertised here this afternoon with 2 of the top teams in the Big 8 West. So here comes it's 2-2, not 3-2. It's the 2-2. It's poked out in the air to right center field, and it's going to fall in front of Sherwood. So a 1-out base runner for the Tigers. Jet Snyder will come to the plate. He struck out in the second, but got on a wild pitch and took second on a pass ball.
Yeah, that wasn't a big swing that time, Ben. He just put the bat on the ball, solid. I mean, it carried out there.
Nevada has had base runners in every inning, but haven't been able to score. Houchin trying to keep it that way. First pitch, Johnson able to block it. This counts 1-0. Good block that time by Johnson.
Got to use your whole body sometimes and slide over there.
Seneca in their half of the fourth will have the heart of the order in Johnson, Ginger, and Houchin. Hopefully it's still 0-0 if you're an Indian fan. So that pitch hits the outside corner and the count's 1-1, and there all of a sudden that program has disappeared.
I'm not even sure where it went.
I don't know either. I just looked up and it was gone.
Maybe, I don't think the wind made a calm down for it to leave. But
1-1 the count here on Snyder. That one is just poked out into right field, and they'll have runners at first and second as Scribner gets it back in quickly. So 2 runners on with 1 out as Blake Woods comes to the plate. He struck out looking his first time up. The next 2 struck out against Houchin their first time. We'll see if there's any kind of play on here for Nevada to try and get those runners to second and third. I don't think he would have a sacrifice in play with 1 out.
I wouldn't either. I know Hagen's playing in.
As here comes the first pitch, and that pitch is dribbled to Curtis at third. Only play to first. Good play there by Curtis. With the high hop, that was his only play. He charged and had a good throw. Advances the runners, though. There's 2 outs with runners at second and third now for Graham Walker.
That was a good play, but had to charge that, halfway down the line just to get to it, and a good throw on the run. Good throw through a strike over there to Hagen.
Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Prairie Top Chiropractic, Lost Creek Wireless, all sponsoring the broadcast. That first pitch is low. This counts 1-0, and now is where you need Cade Johnson to be a wall behind the plates. Can't allow a run on a wild pitch or pass ball. So here comes the 1-0 from Houchin. He steps off, and Curtis was not expecting that, and he's going to go and talk to Houchin. And they want to talk about, is that a balk? And the umpire said, no, it's not.
No, he can throw it.
As long as he doesn't cross his, there's an invisible line there, and it's basically crossing your other leg, I believe.
Yeah.
1-0 the count. Here comes the 1-0, and that breaking ball is in there for a strike. So the count's 1-1. This is the number 8 hitter for Nevada. Love, once again, like we said, to start off the 5th with the 9 hitter. It's the 1-1. That stays high, and the count's 2-1. Also, only 1 walk so far by Houchin, so he's being competitive, and he's letting his fielders behind him make some plays.
See if we can't get out of this inning here. Still got 2 outs. Get the guy at the plate.
2-1 is hit off the bat, and the count 2-2. So off the knob, that's one of those ones where you're grateful it goes off the bat, because if that hits your hands, you can break your fingers.
Yeah.
2-2 the count here on Walker. Here comes the 2-2 from Houchin. And that hits the outside corner for strike 3. Nevada has stranded 2 more. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. They strand 2. 3.5, no score here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
A new era in local sports begins. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is where you'll find all of your local sports information. Join Sports Director Michael Imami and reporters Chaz Wright and Tashina Coleman every night. We cover Little League, high school athletics, Missouri Southern, and Pittsburgh State, along with countless community colleges in the 4 states. We cover it all. So whether you're a Chiefs, Cardinals, Eagles, or Wildcats fan, you won't want to miss the Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report.
Just pretend.
Cade Johnson due up for Seneca. Heart of the order, 3-4-5. Johnson, Ginger, and Houchin. Not really any solid contact here against Klump as Johnson takes the ball. Counts 1-0. 1 hit and really 1 pitch has left the infield. And the infield and the hit was an infield hit as that pitch is bounced in, so the count's 2-0.
Yeah, Drew Sherwood hit one just straight out to the center fielder, but that's been it.
The infield hit was Caden Klaus having an emergency hack that was slow enough that the third baseman couldn't get him out. And there wasn't a throw. It counts 3-0 on Johnson. Johnson is one of the few players that has a 3-0 green light. He's taken the entire way and takes a called strikes. It counts 3-1. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on Twitter at KNEO917 Sports. Johnson takes the ball inside for ball 4. Second walk of the day by Klump as Hagen Ginger comes to the plate. Struck out on 3 pitches his first time up.
And we talked about this being Caden Johnson's. He's one of the most aggressive base runners we have because that lead is way out there.
A big lead for him, and they will throw back. Johnson gets back safely. But
Klump's got a good move out there on the mound.
There's a big lead by Johnson. We'll see if he goes on first pitch. And they gets back safely. He's kind of pushing the edge of things here.
Yeah, he's pushing the envelope right now. And he's right back out where he was.
Still no pitch, and now Johnson goes off, and it's foul tipped at the plate. So the count's 0-1. Johnson had that one stolen. I'm not sure if that was a straight steal or a hit and run. But Johnson had it stolen, and Ginger couldn't quite get a piece of it. 0-1 the count now on Ginger. Johnson still a big lead. Maybe not as big this time, and Klump will step off. Not as big a lead there for Johnson, and he's taking, and that one is hit in the right field, and that's going to fall for a base hit. Runners will be on first and second. That's one of those ones where he just stuck his bat out, and the right fielder was nowhere to be found. Runners at first and second now for Grant Houchin.
That's just the hole behind first base there. You know, the right fielder can't make it that far. He just stuck his bat out, pitch on the outside, and just blooped it out there.
The first baseman is thinking there might be a bunt here with him playing in on the grass. With Houchin batting, I don't necessarily see that.
Don't know. I'd almost let Houchin bat away, but you never know.
Yeah. And with the first baseman playing off, Ginger can have a little bit of a bigger lead as well.
Yeah.
As here comes the first pitch to Houchin, and he swings away and misses, so the count's 0-1. Northwest Arkansas Naturals at home at Arvas Ballpark tonight through Sunday, April 21st versus the Midland Rockhounds. For ticket information, nwanaturals.com. Proud supporter of high school baseball on KNEO. First two have reached for Seneca here in the fourth, as they're going to have a double steal and safe at third because he dropped the ball. They had Johnson at third, but the double steal allows runners to be at second and third, and the pitch was the ball, so the count's 1-1. As the third baseman there, whoever, couldn't quite handle it.
Yeah, they had him. Johnson didn't get a good jump that time.
1-1 pitch is spoiled foul, and it's going to stay in the well, I said it was going to stay in until it hit the sidewalk, and it goes to 1-2. But now you have 3 opportunities here to try and get at least one run.
Second baseman, shortstop still playing back.
As here comes the 1-2. That's fouled straight back to the screen. Now, second baseman is playing about even with the bag. He'll probably come home. Shortstop is about the only one where they'll probably give up a run. But you got to go on first contact if you're Johnson if it's hit to short. Comes another 1-2, and Houchin able to just get a piece, and he gets hit in the box with it, so it's a foul ball.
He's just sticking his bat out there. He didn't like it, but he knows he has 2 strikes, and it was close. So he's sticking his bat out, just trying to battle here.
His count remains 1-2. Nevada had runners at second and third with 1 out and couldn't score. See if Seneca can get the game's first run. As that pitch is fouled off, and he's doing a good job of staying alive. Seneca will have potentially 3 different opportunities here because there's nobody out.
He's trying to stay alive, but he's getting the bottom of the baseball again. I'd like to see him get the top of the baseball.
1-2 the count here on Houchin. 1-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed for strike 3. It's a big first out for Klump. That's strikeout number 5. As Caden Klaus comes to the plate, he had the lone hit before Ginger got a hit, and it was an emergency hack.
Yeah, we just got to put the bat on the ball here. Second baseman's still in. Shortstop's coming in.
He's creeping in, and Klaus will step out as he calls time. Also potentially have to watch for a wild pitch, pass ball, because Johnson will be aggressive. Anything gets by the catcher, I think Johnson will be off. So here comes the first pitch. That's in there for a strike, and the count's 0-1.
Right down the middle of the plate. I figured Cade was going to take that one.
0-1 the count here on Klaus. Nevada has stranded runners in every inning. Seneca has stranded runners the past 2 innings. As he takes a called strike, and the count's 0-2. Nevada has stranded 5. Seneca has stranded 2, and they got 2 on here with 1 out in the 4th. Klaus needs to battle here. Runs out of premium, 0-2. Hits the outside corner for strike 3. And there's 2 outs. Back-to-back strikeouts, big strikeouts for Klump. Now Dane Frossard comes to the plate.
That was out there a ways, too. Come on, Dane. Put the bat on the ball.
Now you need a base hit if you're the Indians.
Yeah.
Bring in that run. Swings and misses at the high fastball, so the count's 0-1. Frossard has been getting more playing time. Had to catch yesterday. He's been getting some DH time here as well. 0-1 the count on Frossard. That's outside, gets by the catcher. Johnson going to come in, and he is going to be safe. We talked about how aggressive he is. I said any ball that potentially gets away, it didn't get away very far, but I talked about how aggressive he would be, and Seneca draws first blood on a wild pitch.
Now, they didn't make it 10, 15 feet away from that catcher. Cade Johnson, secondary leadoff, way down the line.
Now Ginger at third, 1-1 count on Frossard. That pitch is outside. Counts 2-1. And Darryl, we talk about how walks and errors kill you. That run that came in and scored was off a walk.
Yeah.
2-1 the count on Frossard, and He gets a piece of it, so the count's 2-2.
Yeah, he was mad at himself because he wanted to swing at that high fastball. He was mad at himself.
So Seneca gets a run in, no RBI on the wild pitch. Think about it, Nevada's going to be kicking themselves because they could have had him out at third.
Yes.
So here comes the 2-2 to Frosser. 2-2 hits the outside corner for strike 3. That will end the inning for Seneca. 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors, and they strand 1. Through 4, Seneca finally breaks open the scoring. 1-0 Indians on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Jesus said, "Be of good cheer. It is I, be not afraid."
Billy Graham.
And in the troubles and trials and bereavements and heartaches of life, he's there. And when death comes to your family, he's there.
And the Bible teaches that there's a day coming when there won't be any kind of heartache for those who've given their lives to Jesus.
More than 300 times in the New Testament it's mentioned that he's coming back. And what a glorious hope we have that there will be a new heaven and a new earth. Till then, we're to be faithful. We're to be the salt of the earth and the light of the world as believers.
When others see how your faith carries you through the struggles of life, it can help them discover their need for Jesus. We can help you learn more about trusting Jesus at this website. It's findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net from the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
Two here for Nevada as Shook takes a called strikes. The count's 0-1. Comes the 0-1. Breaks inside. Counts 1-1. Shook, Ketterman, and Natarata. Anybody reaches clump will come to the plates. Nevada has stranded 5. Seneca has stranded 3. So that pitch hits the outside corner and the count's 1-2. First run was a big first run for Seneca.
Broke the ice.
So here comes the 1-2, and that pitch is hit right to Ginger at first base. Had to move to his left about a foot, or a step, not even a foot. And
well, his feet's pretty big, so that step is, about 5-6 feet.
And there's 1 out as Drake Ketterman comes to the plate. He has flown out to left and grounded out to short. 4-State Sports Report. Missouri Farm Bureau agent Josh Dotson, Yosh Area Chamber of Commerce. Tough play for Wilson in the hole. I think you have to give him an infield single there. He had the ball and then dropped it, but it would have been a tough throw.
Yeah, it would have been a long throw.
Ketterman out.
Yeah.
So a 1-out base runner as Barrett Natarata comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2. Everyone at the Neosho Daily News wish the Seneca Indians good luck. Let's go get that win. Nevada has had runners not only on, but runners in scoring position in every inning. So they throw back behind Ketterman, who gets back safely. A big lead there for him.
Yeah, they might have had a better chance of getting. They might have got him if he threw it on the back. That's the farthest inning Nevada's kid has been out there.
So here comes the first pitch to Natarata. That's inside for a ball. Counts 1-0. Nevada had runners at second and third with 1 out in the 4th and couldn't score. Seneca had runners at second and third with no out and was able to get the game's first run. That breaking ball hits the inside corner and the count's 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike here for Seneca, or for Houchin. As Nevada at the plate with Natarata, who's 1 for 2. He has singled and struck out. It's been a while since anybody from Nevada has struck out as that hits the outside corner. Counts 1-2. Now he needs to protect. If you're Houchin, you want to hit that outside corner because The umpire's giving it to you a little bit. So here comes the 1-2, and that's spoiled
where he
foul.
put it, yeah. That's where Houchin put it, is on that outside corner.
Count remains 1-2.
Don't be surprised he don't come with a curveball on the inside part of the plate.
We'll wait and see what happens. Here comes the 1-2. Breaking ball hits the inside corner for strike number 3. He was expecting it outside, and it broke on the inside corner. And there's 2 outs for Klump, who's 1 for 2. He doubled in the first and grounded out to second.
So you're talking to an old catcher. I knew what he was going to come up with. You throw an outside like that, and then you break it over the inside part of the plate, it just freezes them.
So that first pitch is inside for a ball. So counts 1-0. I believe that was the 6th strikeout for Houchin. That's actually strikeout number 7. I was off by 1. I apologize.
He's out there a little bit further than normal.
So that pitch is outside for a ball. So counts 2-0. You don't want 2 runners on for Kellen Braden. He's 0 for 2, but you're the cleanup hitter for a reason.
There's a reason. And that first kid on first base, he's out there a little bit further than normal.
So here comes the 2-0. Breaking ball is low, and the count now moves to 3-0. Now you're going to have to throw a couple over the plate, and Klump may have a green light 3-0, so you got to be careful.
Klump's waiting on this one.
3-0 hits the outside corner, so the count 3-1.
He's tough.
Houchin needing to battle here. 3-1 the count. Here comes the 3-1. Breaking ball is hit in the air to left field. Klaus is going to have it go over his head and over the wall, and they catch a break that it goes over the wall because runners are going to be at second and third instead of potentially the game's tying run and at third base.
Yeah, he hung that curveball over the plate, which at 3-1, you've got to come to him. He hung that curveball over the plate, and Klump just laced it out there over Klaus's head.
So Broden comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Once again, second straight inning, Nevada's had runners at second and third. See if Seneca can leave them stranded there. Here comes the first pitch from Houchin. Breaking ball outside. Counts 1-0. Ost is on deck. He's 1 for 2. Base hit probably would get Nevada the lead because
that's especially as far back as the outfielders are playing.
That pitch is high for a ball, so the count's 2-0. Now you got to come after him, and he's going to be licking his chops. 2-0 the count here on Broden. Comes the 2-0. That's high for ball 3. Don't really want to load the bases here.
No, he's struggling a little bit here throwing strikes, but like we told him to shut down innings. This is what we needed, to shut down inning here.
3-0 is high for ball 4. And the bases are now loaded for Kellen Ost, who is 1 for 2, and pitching coach this time, David Sherwood, going to go out and talk to Houchin. It's not the head coach, Chris Eust, it's pitching coach, David Sherwood.
I think I want to just talk to him, settle him down a little bit. Here in this inning, he's gotten behind the batters instead of throwing strikes and getting ahead of the batters. So he just settle down, throw strikes. Kids behind you can't make a play unless you throw strikes.
That is only, I think, maybe the second. It might be the third walk that he's given up today. It's only the second, so he's been pretty consistent today. Now base is loaded for Kellen Ost. See if he can strand 3 more. That fastball is in there for a strike, count 0-1. You notice got ahead of that hitter whereas he was behind Klump and behind Broden.
Well, let's see if we can't stay that way.
Here comes the 0-1. That's high and outside, and the count's 1-1. Worst case scenario, you want to give your defense a chance to make a play.
Yeah, exactly right. I mean, that's what you throw strikes. If he hits it, make plays.
1-1 breaking ball is poked out into left field, and Klaus was playing deep. One run going to come in and score, and the second run going to come in and score as well. Like we talked about, you make a pitch, but unfortunately, it was a little too good, and 2 runs come in and score.
Well, they're a good team. They're good hitters too. But when you fall behind, you have to throw it, and that's what he did. And he had no place to put him.
As Jet Snyder comes to the plate, he has been on both times. He struck out his first time, but reached on a wild pitch, and then he singled. So that pitch is high and inside, so count's 1-0. I have to think he might be tiring here a little bit. His pitch count is getting up close to 90. 1-0 the count. That pitch stays high, and the count's 2-0. This could be potentially his last batter. Is Johnson going to now go out and have a conversation? Two and 0 the count, as Nevada now at 2-1 lead. Seneca will have 8-9-1 in their half of the 5th. They still will get through their heart of the order at least one more time. The 2-0 pitch is a high strike, and the count's 2-1. This has been a long inning here for Houchin. 2-1 the count here on Snyder. Comes the 2-1. Breaking ball stays high, and the count's 3-1. May have been one that he may have gotten an inning or two earlier because he was throwing strikes, but the way he's been throwing, the umpire isn't going to give that to you.
Yeah, that was a high one.
So the 3-1 pitch is popped up in the air. Right fielder and Drew Sherwood in center going to go over and grab it.
There you go.
For the final out of the inning. For Nevada, they grabbed the lead. 2 runs in the inning on 3 base hits. There were no errors, and they strand 2 through 4.5. 2-1 Nevada here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is Better Health, Better You.
8-9-1 for Seneca. It's a pinch hitter, Braden Roark, pinch hitting for Curtis. Then Laughlin in the top of the order and Jagger Wilson. So that pitch hits the outside corner, so the count's 0-1. Newmac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, Prolue Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Seneca True Value. Sponsoring the broadcast is counts 0-2. So it's Roark, Laughlin on deck, and then Wilson. Anybody reaches, Drew Sherwood would come to the plate. And Roark takes for strike 3. So 1 out here as Laughlin comes to the plate. 8th strikeout of the game, and that's the 4th straight strikeout by Klump. As Laughlin comes to the plate. Fouls that one off himself. Counts 0-1. So the wind continues to howl here in Seneca.
It ain't letting up yet, is it? I'm sure they can hear it in our microphones.
It's 0-1 the count, and was that one fouled off?
No.
Okay, went to the
hit the plate.
Count 1-1. My head was down, and I just saw it go back to the screen.
Hit the plate and bounced over the catcher and the umpire both.
So here comes the 1-1. That's high and outside. So counts 2-1. You'd love for Laughlin to get on, and then you get the top of the order. Any way possible. So here comes the 1-1. 2-1, I should say. That ball poked out to right field. The right fielder is playing in and grabs it.
Made a good play out there, fighting the sun at the same time.
Kellen Ost was playing in, and it's the only reason why he was able to catch it. If he was playing out, that would have been a catch, or that would have been a base hit as Wilson comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1, but has reached base twice on a walk and an error. That ball poked foul, and out of play. It's count 0-1. Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, Marine Center Incorporated, Langford Insurance, Dairy Queen of Seneca, and First Community Bank, all sponsoring the broadcast. Here comes the 0-1. That breaking ball is hit down the right field line.
Down the line.
It's a fair ball. It's going to get by. That's going to be 2. That's probably going to be 3 easily for Jagger Wilson. So Wilson is going to have himself a 2-out triple. So you hit that one down the line. And now, once again, you have to watch out for wild pitches. Drew Sherwood 0 for 2. A fly out and a ground out. Now you would love a base hit here, a 2-out knock from Drew Sherwood. You also would take a wild pitch.
Well, third time through the lineup here. This is when we need to take advantage of it.
Comes the first pitch to Sherwood, and that's low for a ball. This counts 1-0. At least must have been low.
Must have been low, yeah.
Because it wasn't
went
inside.
down and got it.
Yeah. So here comes the 1-0. That pitch hits the inside corner. Counts 1-1. 2 outs here in the inning. Got a big gap in right center. Ost he's not hugging as that pitch hits the top of the zone. It counts 1-2. He's not hugging the first base line, but he is shaded towards that right field foul pole.
Yeah, the right fielder is shaded to the right side. Like I said, big gap in right center. Sure, we can get there.
So he just gets a piece. It's going to be a tough play for the third baseman. Shortstop grabs it, and it's too high. I think it was an infield single, and now Sherwood is going to try and get to second. He is out at second. The run comes in and scores. I think you have to score that a single on the play and give him an RBI. We're tied at 2. The run does count, and then it goes the 3-6 putouts, and Seneca ties the game at 2. 1 run in the inning on 2 base hits. There were no errors, and Seneca does not strand anybody. We're through 5, 2 up here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, Pro Lube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
Pro Lube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
A proud backer of the Seneca Indians is Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca. Located at 1101 Cherokee, they are honored to serve the area with traditional service options including church and graveside services. They also have pre-arranged funeral plans. For more information, the phone number for Funeral Director Mike Steele at Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca is 417-776-2251 or online campbell-biddlecomefh.com.
And we welcome you back as Blake Woods comes in. He takes a called strike, counts 0-1. Drew Sherwood comes in to pitch as that 0-1 is a ball, so counts 1-1. We're tied at 2, and Drew Sherwood came in for 2 innings yesterday. 5 of his 6 outs were punch outs. So here comes the 1-1. That ball poked out into center field. Cooper Shaver just coming in, and the ball gets by him and over his head, and that's going to roll to the wall. And that's going to be at least 3, and they may
be
send him home, and he's actually going to hang on at third. So it's a single and then a 2-base error on Cooper Shaver in center field, who just entered. Talk about all the time how the ball seems to find you when you just enter the game. So Graham Walker will come to the plates now, or we may have a pinch hitter here. I don't know who number 12 is, Daryl, so see if you can figure out for us who number 12 is for Nevada.
Gage Hollins.
As Gage Hollins will pinch hit for Graham Walker. Walker was 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Now we'll have to see if potentially, because that's a big run at third, and now you're going to have a pinch runner as well. Not sure who the pinch runner is, but they have a pinch runner out there too. As probably a little bit faster out there. And Seneca obviously having to play in to try and cut that run off. You have to wonder if Hollins is in there to try and get a squeeze play down, safety squeeze, something like that. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministry, Seneca School District, SGA Unlimited, sponsoring the broadcast as he takes a called strike. The count's 0-1. That ball was just dumped in front of Shaver, and then it bounced over his head. So here comes the 0-1 infield in for Seneca. It's the inside corner and the count 0-2. Sherwood trying to bear down here for the Indians, as Nevada has a runner at third with nobody out here in the top of the 6th. Go ahead, run. That pitch is low in the dirt. Good block by Johnson as the count's 1-2.
Everybody on the infield playing up, trying to come home or trying to keep the runner
at third base.
Yeah.
So here comes another 1-2 pitch. That's inside. Another good block by Johnson, and the count 2-2. Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Prairie Top Chiropractic, and Lost Creek Wireless, all sponsoring the broadcast. So here comes the 2-2 from Sherwood. Breaking ball outside, and Hollins has worked it from 0-2 to 3-2. Sherwood might have been a little bit too cute as they're going to switch out baseballs. The count now full at 3-2. So here comes the full count pitch from Sherwood, and he does not offer at it for ball 4. Infield still has to stay in here with nobody out. So Riddick Shook comes to the plate. He has lined out and walked. Have to wonder if they're going to try and have that runner get to second. If you're Seneca, well, they're going to give up a run for a double play potentially because the middle infield is playing back.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Here comes the first pitch, and that's high. This counts 1-0. All of a sudden, Sherwood can't find the strike zone. A couple changes out there that we forgot to mention. Houchin moves to third, Curtis moves to second, and Cooper Shaver out there in center field. 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed, so the count 1-1. Top of the order, and Drake Ketterman's on deck. Sherwood is tying his shoe. If you could somehow work your magic out of this without giving up a run, that would be impressive. They're going to throw behind the runner at first, who is Holland, and he's back safely. 1-1 the count here on Shook. So here comes the 1-1. And that's inside, and the count 2-1. You definitely don't want the bases loaded for the top of the order and Drake Ketterman. Ketterman's 1 for 3, singled in the 5th. So here comes the 2-1. Especially this 8 and 9 hitters. Need to go right at him. That ball is popped up in the air. Who's going to call it? Shaver can't grab it. It goes over his head. One run will come in and score, and runners will be at first, second, and third there. As Seneca Wilson lost sight of it. It's a single, and then they advance on the throws. And so 1 run in, and now runners at second and third. Still nobody out for the top of the order. It's the wind playing havoc out there in center field for Seneca. For State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau agent Josh Dotson, the Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce. Ketterman comes to the plates. Still nobody out. 1 run in, and he's 1 for 3 on the afternoon. So here comes the first pitch from Sherwood. Breaking ball, stays high and inside. Counts 1-0. Sherwood having a hard time getting out of hitters here this afternoon. It's not yet got an out through the first 3 hitters he's faced. So here comes the 1-0. That pitch is bounded foul towards the Nevada dugout. So the count 1-1.
Nevada on the verge of breaking his wide open here.
1-1 the count here on the top of the order hitter and Drake Ketterman. That pitch is swung out and missed. Kind of a half-hearted swing there by Ketterman, and the count's 1-2. Kind of handcuffed him. So here comes the 1-2. That pitch is popped in the air in center field. Shaver going to come in and grab it. The runner is going to tag, and he hits the cutoff man, but coming in to score on the sacrifice fly is Drake Ketterman, and it makes it 4-2. It's a sacrifice fly for Ketterman, and Holland comes in and scores. Shaver did the good thing there of hitting the cutoff man, though, so that way Shook can't get to third on the throw.
Yeah, I didn't even try to throw it, come home with it. Just make sure he got it in.
Snodderada comes to the plate. He's 1 for 3. That first pitch hits the inside corner. This counts 0-1. Seneca had a 1-0 lead. Nevada answered with 2 in the top of the 5th. Seneca tied it in the bottom half. Now Nevada has had 2 runs so far here in the top of the 6th. So here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Another late swing there as Nadarada misses that one, and the count's 0-2. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Seneca will have 3, 4, 5 due up in their half of the 6th. So here comes the 0-2, and that's swung on and missed for strike 3. That's a big second out for the Indians. As Caden Klum comes to the plate. He's 2 for 3. He has doubled twice. He's also grounded out to second. That was part of a 4-3 double play. As here comes the first pitch to Klump. That breaking ball hits the inside corner. Counts 0-1. One of those 2 runs is unearned. As here comes the 0-1. Popped in the air. The right fielder, Scribner, is the one that's going to have a play, and he can't make the play out there. 1 run going to come in and score on the error out in right field, as taking second on the play is Klump on the E7. Looked like he had it from the beginning, but the wind once again just playing havoc.
Yeah, because the ball bounced over his head. When it came down, it was 5 feet behind him.
As Kellen Braden will come to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. And now we'll have a courtesy runner for Klump. As the runner at second is a courtesy. Broden 0 for 2 with a walk. So this has been a very long inning for Sherwood. Takes a called strike on the inside corner. Counts 0-1. Seneca will have to try and answer in their half of the 6th. They were able to answer in the bottom of the 5th to tie the game. That pitch was a ball, so the count's 1-1. Long look in by Sherwood. Here comes the 1-1. That pitch is hit up the middle. Wilson going to have a play. Throw to first in time. And that will end the inning. For Nevada, get 3 runs in the inning on 2 base hits. There were 2 errors, and they strand 1 through 5.5. 5-2 Nevada here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Era in local sports begins. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is where you'll find all of your local sports information. Join Sports Director Michael Imami and reporters Chaz Wright and Tashina Coleman every night. We cover Little League, high school athletics, Missouri Southern, and Pittsburgh State, along with countless community colleges in the 4 states. We cover it all. So whether you're a Chiefs, Cardinals, Eagles, or Wildcats fan, you won't want to miss the Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report.
Hi, this is Jamie Lankford with Lankford Insurance at 910 Washington Avenue in Seneca, Missouri. My wife Terry and I are proud to serve our local community and support local high school student athletes. Lankford Insurance specializes in life, agribusiness, commercial, and personal insurance needs. Please stop by and see us at our office or call us at 417-776-LIFE or visit us at www.midaminsurance.com.
Cade Johnson to lead off the bottom of the 6th for Seneca. He takes a ball low. Counts 1-0. Johnson, Ginger, and Houchin. Anybody reaches Caden Klaus will come to the plate. Seneca needs to try and answer those 3 runs. That ball poked out in the air in the triangle of the right, and it will fall. And Johnson, a long turn, but it'll just be a long single as he reaches. As Hagen Ginger comes to the plate, he singled his last time up. He's 1 for 2. They both reached in the 4th. Only one of them was able to score, though. They had 2nd and 3rd with nobody out. Only one of them was able to score. Again, Johnson, one of the more aggressive base runners, as that almost hits Ginger as he ducks out of the way. Northwest Arkansas Naturals are at home at Arvis Ballpark tonight through Sunday, April 21st versus the Midland Rockhounds. For ticket information, nwanaturals.com. Proud supporter, high school baseball on KNEO. 1-0 the count here on Ginger. So here comes the 1-0. That ball poked out into left center field, and the left fielder is going to grab it for out number 1. Adam shaded a little bit towards left center and paid off, and there's 1 out. Souchin comes to the plate.
He hit it hard that time, but like you said, Ben, just right to him. Didn't have to move very far.
And Johnson, not a huge lead at first base this time with you down 5. You just need base runners as he is back safely. Not a very big lead over there at first base compared to what he had last time.
That's one of the harder hit balls we've seen today, him and Drew Sherwood.
That pitch is inside, so the count 1-0.
Maybe we're seeing him a little bit more often. Maybe we can get something going here, start hitting the baseball hard. Grant can hit it here.
Here comes the 1-0 to Houchin. That ball is popped foul, and it's going to sneak out of play. Maybe not. Curls back in front of the dugouts for out number 2.
That's the win.
Yeah, on a normal day, that ball's out of play.
Yeah, right up there against the fence. We've been over the fence, and all of a sudden the wind blows it right back in.
As Caden Klaus will come to the plate, he's 1 for 2. For Seneca, you just need base runners.
Need base hits and base runners.
Here comes the first pitch to Klaus. That's outside. So it counts 1-0. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on Twitter at KNEO917 Sports. They call a balk, so no pitch. Taking second on the balk is going to be Johnson. As
I think he actually forgot it. He had a runner on first, and he didn't hesitate. He didn't come to a complete stop.
So the count remains 1-0 here on Klaus, who had fouled that one off. It's now a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. So here comes the 1-0. That hits the outside corner. So the count's 1-1. Seneca, a must-win game on Thursday afternoon as they play Mount Vernon. That one, not a Big 8 West battle, but that has district implications. 1-1 the count here on Klaus. So here comes the 1-1. That ball poked out to right field. The right fielder came in. Now he goes out and grabs it for the final out of the inning. For Seneca, no runs, 1 hit. No errors. They strand 1 through 6, 5-2 Nevada here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is better health, better you.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half priced, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
SGA Unlimited is a proud sponsor of the Seneca Indians. Located north of Seneca on Highway 43, they offer equipment and supplies for outdoor sporting needs, including hunting and fishing. They are a licensed gun dealer and provide bait and accessories for fishing. For more information, their phone number is 417-439-1996. Proud supporters of Seneca Indian Athletics on KNEO. 5, 6, 7 due up here for Nevada as we have some kind of substitution for Seneca. Schaefer's still out in center.
20, yeah. Ryan Owens went out in right field.
Okay. So Ryan Owens goes out in right field instead of Lane Scribner. And we're at the part of the day where right field directly facing the sunset, as Ost gets hit on the very first pitch. So he will be on as Jet Snyder comes to the plate. Snyder, Woods, and Walker are the next three due up. Although Hollins came in and batted in the sixth, so we'll see if he stayed in the game or if Walker re-entered. So here comes the first pitch to Snyder. Swings and misses at the fastball, so the count's 0-1. Thursday at home against Mount Vernon almost becomes a must-win game the way things are going. So here comes the 0-1. As that pitch is in the dirt, good block by Johnson, and the count 1-1. Don't get me wrong, they played some very good teams these last 4 games, but you don't want to have a 4-game losing streak, have a loss to Mount Vernon on your docket either.
You're dropping down into the lower half of the district.
So here comes the 1-1. That pitch inside, it almost hit. Snyder actually gets by Johnson, so the wild pitch allows Ost to get to second. It's 2-1 count on Snyder, who I don't know how he was able to avoid getting hit there.
I don't either. I thought it actually hit his feet or his ankle or something around there. He was dancing pretty hard.
So they're going to get somebody warming up in the pen potentially for the final inning, is Nevada. 2-1 the count here on Snyder, as Sherwood has struggled a little bit more today compared to yesterday. That 2-1 pitch is high and the count's 3-1. Can't give any more runs in the game here if you're Seneca, if you want to have any kind of shot. So here comes the 3-1. That's in there for a strike, and the count's 3-2.
Yeah, you do not want put him on. Don't want to put him more on base. Make him earn it.
It's the 3-2 breaking ball hits the outside corner for strike 3. Second strikeout of the game for Sherwood, as Blake Woods comes to the plate. Woods 1 for 3 on the day. He singled. So they're going to break towards third. Good throw, and he is safe as a high tag by Houchin. It was a little bit of a high throw by Johnson.
Yeah, it was a high
as
throw.
well. And Houchin couldn't quite get the tag down. They had him if it was a little better throw. 1-0 the count on Woods. He picked the right pitch to go on because it was a breaking ball. As here comes the 1-0. That's high, and the count's 2-0. Weather permitting on Thursday, there's a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon into the evening, but the way our weather has been lately, who knows?
Yeah.
So that pitch stays high, and the count's 3-0. And Sherwood has struggled this inning getting pitches across the plate. 3-0 the count, and Drew is going to have to retie his shoe. Gets rained out Thursday. We don't know when they would make that up, but you're running out of options, and it's a game they're going to want to play because it's a district game. 3-0 pitch stays high, and that's ball 4. Second walk of the afternoon by Drew Sherwood, as Graham Walker will come to the plate. And head coach Chris Eust is making a pitching change. Call a 60-second timeout. Come back with the change after this. KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Indians!
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
Ian Heffern will come in and pitch for the Indians. Drew Sherwood will move back to center field for Seneca. So Heffern comes in, Sherwood moves back to center, and he will face, I believe it's going to be Graham Walker. It looks like Walker re-entered. Sherwood responsible for the runners at first and second. Or first and third? First and third.
Yeah.
So runners at first and third. Sherwood's responsible for them. He's given up 3 runs, 1 earned so far. If those runs come in, they both would be earned. So Graham Walker will return and hit again. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, but he might be thankful that he's facing a new pitcher, because those 2 strikeouts were against Houchin. Seneca playing for 2 up the middle. I think Houchin would come home as Heffern gets a called strike and the count's 0-1.
He's a sophomore kid. He just, he's got to learn to, he's out there on the varsity now, learn to throw strikes.
A 1 pitch is hammered to left field. The left fielder, Klaus, is out there, and that's gone. A 3-run home run. That is one of the first home runs I have seen in this ballpark.
Yeah.
And that was just a hanging breaking ball, and Graham Walker did not miss it.
He got it all, I can tell you that.
So those final line on Sherwood will be 5 runs given up, 3 earned. So he was responsible for the runners at first and third as Riddick Shook will come to the plate. This one was tight through basically 5 innings, and Seneca has blown it open here in the 7th.
Nevada.
Thank you, Nevada. Shook 1 for 2 on the day. His count is 1-1 here on Shook. So 1-1 stays inside, and the count's 2-1. Just a hanging breaking ball by Heffern, and Walker did not miss it. So that breaking ball stays inside, and the count's 3-1. Get back to the top of the order, and Drake Ketterman after this. So here comes the 3-1. That one kind of tailed inside, and it's a 5-pitch walk. As Ketterman comes to the plate, he's 1 for 3. Also has a sac fly in the 6th. Still only 1 out in the inning. Seneca has lost 3 in a row, I believe. Might be 2.
2. They lost to Grove and
Galena
last night.
So that pitch was high for a ball, so counts 1-0. So 1-0 pitch is hit in there to center field. Sherwood out there in deep center, and it goes over his head and gonna roll over the wall. So runners will be at second and third on the play. And this is some good experience for Heffern. I mean, don't really have very many more pitchers available this week, because I don't think Jagger's available till tomorrow because he pitched on Friday. And then not sure who else you could throw.
Curtis, maybe?
Yeah, Colton Curtis might be the only other one. Because Cade's not available either. Here comes the first pitch from Heffron, and that's high and outside. This counts 1-0 on Natarata. Natarata 1 for 4. He struck out 3 times, but he also has a single. Here comes the 1-0. Popped in the air. Ginger starts in foul territory, goes back into fair territory, and grabs it for out number 2.
If you look out there, all 3 of the boys, second baseman, the pitcher, and Hagen has got to pick their hats up because they all blew off their head looking straight up.
Clayton Klump comes to the plate. He reached on a 2-base error in the 6th. He's 2 for 4. There is no run rule today because we moved it to the 7th, so Seneca will get their opportunity here as Heffron throws a strike to Klump, so the count's 0-1. Not sure if there was a missed sign, but Johnson going to go out and talk to him for a second. 0-1 the count here on Klump. So here comes the 0-1. That's high. So count 1-1. I have to think Sherwood gets the start on Thursday, and Wilson may be his backup, potentially.
Yeah, you never know.
So 1-1 is poked foul, and it's going to get towards the equipment room. So the count now 1-2. 3 more runs in the inning on a 3-run home run by Graham Walker.
I think we're out of baseballs.
Oh. Well, you had 1 go over the fence on a 3-run home run, 1 go over the fence on a double. And now that one was in foul territory.
Yeah.
Counts 1-2 here on Klump. Comes the 1-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. That will end the inning. For Nevada, 3 more runs in the inning. It was 2 hits. One of them, the big blow, the 3-run home run. No errors, and they strand 2. It's 8-2 Nevada as we head to the bottom of the 7th here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District. Tradition, pride, class. Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
And we welcome you back as Dane Froster will start off the inning here for Seneca. 7-8-9 as Froster takes a strike. That pitch will be up the middle. Shortstop makes a nice play, throws to first in time for the putout, 6-3 putout, and there's 1 down as Colton Curtis is going to re-enter and get another pitch, or I should say a bat here.
He is.
Curtis 0 for 1 with the strikeout. See, foul tips that one into the mitt, so the count's 0-1.
I don't think he'll be throwing any balls. He's trying to throw fastballs down the plate.
Just wants to get this over with.
Yep.
He doesn't want, as that pitch is in for a strike. The count's 0-2. He doesn't want to get back to the top of the order because Laughlin is up next, 7-8-9. You don't want to face Jagger Wilson as Curtis swings and misses for strike 3, so 2 outs. Laughlin, the final hope here for Seneca.
I think Ian Heffron's.
Oh, and we do have a pinch hitter in Ian Heffron.
Yeah.
That is 9 strikeouts for Caden Klump. As he swings and misses, and the count's 0-1.
Yeah, there's no curveballs coming. It's just fastballs over the plate. See if they can hit them.
A 1 pitch is fouled back to the screen, and Seneca is down to their final strike. This was a good 1 through 5. Just a couple errors in the 6th, and then the big 3-run blow in the 7th really broke this one open. That pitch missed the outside corner. Everybody from Nevada thought it was strike 3 because they all took about 2 steps in.
They were wanting it.
So here comes the 1-2 to Heffron. And that's low. The count's 2-2. Klump thought that was strike 3 because he started walking in too.
A little bit low. Catcher had to go down and get it and bring it back up. But, I mean, it's just
2-2 pitch is hit to shortstop. He's going to throw to first in time, and the shortstop keeps the bag. That will end the ball game. Seneca falls to 11-7 on the year, 1-2 in the Big 8 West. Nevada improves to 14-2 overall, 3-0 in the Big 8 West. We will take a 60-second break, come back, and wrap up the ball game with the post-game show after this on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District, tradition, pride, class.
And we welcome you back to the post-game show sponsored by Crowder College and the Seneca School District. Seneca falls here 8-2, but really that 6th inning is what did in the Indians.
Yeah, it was. I mean, you can lay it off on one inning because it's a 3-run inning, but, you know, if we can't hit the baseball, and then in that inning, you got to make plays, and we couldn't make the plays. And Nevada's a good team, not taking anything away from Nevada. As a good team, clumped through a good game, and they made plays behind him. We just had one of those innings where they hit the baseball. We couldn't make some plays behind him, and it just snowballs effect. You've seen it over and over.
Excuse me. Nevada, 8 runs, 11 hits, and they stranded 10. For Seneca, 2 runs, 5 hits. They stranded 4. Seneca 2 errors, Nevada 1 error in the ball game here this afternoon. Caden Klump with the distance, 7 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 2 base on balls, 9 strikeouts. Grant Houchin gets the no decision, 5 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 2 base on balls, 6 strikeouts. Drew Sherwood takes the loss, an inning and a third, 2 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned, 2 base on balls, 2 strikeouts. Ian Heffron comes in, 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 1 base on ball, and 1 strikeout.
Yeah, I mean, it's just they're in a slump. It's like the whole team is in a slump right now, Seneca's team, and we just can't. You know, we haven't hit the ball consistent here in this last week, and it's I don't know what it is. Somebody needs to get hot, and hopefully it's catchy.
And then you got a big one on Thursday nights, Mount Vernon, weather permitting, here. And that's not a Big 8 battle, but that is a very key district matchup here on Thursday night. You got to think Drew Sherwood probably gets the mound, and he's got to be a little bit better tonight than he was, or Thursday night than he was tonight.
Well, sometimes it's hard to come in. I'm not sure Drew's used to that, coming in and not getting a whole lot of warm-up pitches. And he didn't get, playing in the field, he didn't get to go bullpen and warm up good. And so he's only got 5, 6, 8 pitches to warm up with out there on the mound. It takes him a little while to get into it.
Post-game show here tonight, sponsored by Crowder College and the Seneca School District. That will do it for us here this evening. Again, weather permitting, we'll be back Thursday afternoon for a key district match here between Seneca and Mount Vernon. 4:30 first pitch, 4:10, about 4:05, I should say, airtime here from Seneca. For Coach Darrell Harbaugh and Ben Wolcott saying so long here from Seneca. We thank you for watching high school baseball here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into communities to make a difference for eternity.